Hey, welcome everyone. Welcome to live assistance and readings. How you going today, Stathi?
Hello, hello, hello. So sharing.
I
I'm doing
actually
well,
I
mates.
meant
How are you?
yeah, good. I meant to run all the system of the intros and that, and then the second one I clicked the wrong one. And I'm like, oh well.
Oh well.
I'm Rusty. Cindy, please forgive me. Um, our production manager Cindy, thank you for being here and looking out for scammers and everyone. How is everyone? Let me
Morning,
just.
Cindy. Sharing. Good
That
morning,
almost
good
sound like one of those
afternoon,
old.
good evening,
That
should I
almost.
say?
What was that old TV show with Mr. Squiggle? You know, good morning, Miss Jane. Like, good morning, Miss
Yeah.
Cindy. It almost sounds like that. Um, okay. How's everyone? Who have we got here today?
We have an early morning. You have just frozen.
I'm just doing the same thing, trying to get it all happening. Um, where am I? Where is it? There we go. There we go. Um, People, we always give away freebies. You can let fate decide if you get a reading. Also, exchange of energies. Please share us out. And if you would like a guaranteed reading, please donate. I've just put the PayPal in the link. Okay, and I've pinned it. So now I'm just going to share out. Oh, turn that down. Okay, let's see. Um, okay, sharing.
I think I've done my end.
Yeah, I'm sharing out. Awesome.
Good morning to who is here. The ones who are hiding in the background.
Yeah. Who we got? It's only Tracy there. There's a few others. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Just sharing us out. Um, so, how's the weather in Victoria today?
I think it is going to be a cold one today, 17, they said. So
Ooh,
yeah, today we're going to
with the
be.
warm weather. I mean,
We
you.
just dropped from. We did have. Oh, actually, no, they're telling us 27 today. There you go.
Oh, there you go. I was going to say it's been warm in
27.
Adelaide.
Sorry, that. No, it's tomorrow that they're telling us we're going to go to 17. So anyway, that's what the
Is that
story
what they're trying
says.
to do? They're
So
trying to make it cold. So
apparently,
yeah, no.
like it's pretty warm here. It's overcast. It's that. Yeah, it's more of that mugginess, but not really muggy. I don't know. It's probably the best way. It's warm, overcast. It's nice. It's an outdoor day. It's actually a nice gardening day. Not too much sun.
Wow. It is. I've already started watering, and I'm going to go and get some tomato plants today. And last year I did about 6 or 9 in the same spot, and I had tomatoes everywhere. But I'm thinking if I get 2 or 3 in the same spot, or two,
Mhm.
uh, is because someone showed me is if you take all the weight off, if you take all the weight off the tomato, it just goes oomph, so it doesn't have to put energy into standing up. And
Mhm.
man, I had one. I had 2 tomato plants the size of a car, cherry tomatoes last year. That was good.
Just by leaving them.
Uh, what? No, that's just by stringing them up and taking the weight off. Otherwise, they would have grew on the ground. So they can put all their energy
Morning,
into
Miss
just
Amanda.
producing. Oh, hello, Amanda. Um, Still sharing.
How are you, Amanda?
That will do for me. One more share. How is everyone going? Um, we're just getting started, people. So just give us a minute.
Giving us a minute. Whoever's here,
Yeah.
keep your focus on your heart chakra. Bring yourselves to the present moment.
Okay. Oh, that's it. At everyone. Okay. Okay.
Just for the time being, man. Yes, it is. It's just move from the back of the house to the front of the house.
Okay, people. Should we go to a giveaway?
You want to do your group?
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking of it, but
Yeah, you always start your
push me,
group.
push me.
Gives me that.
Yeah, I thought
Gives me that time to start harassing.
harassing. That's it. Harassing the punters. Sorry, guys. It's all good. Okay, group reading for everyone. So take what resonates and what doesn't resonate. Give to Tracy Turtle. Thanks, man. Take one for the team, Tracy.
It's
Good
not
on ya.
turtle. It's not turtle.
Tuttle.
Is it tuttle? Pronounced tuttle, Tracy? Tuttle or tutu?
One thing. It's Tuttle.
Tuttle.
Sorry. Oh my God. Yeah, Tracy's like, well, you owe me a reading now. Okay, group reading. Look, people, there's a lot of worries, a lot of changes in the world happening, a lot of frequencies, a lot of this, a lot of people's stuff coming up. It's always the way, but the first card I've got for everyone is the Trader card, Exchange of Energies. Okay, so people, this is talking about where are we putting our focus, where are we putting our energy at the moment? Are we putting it into the worry? Okay, because when we're putting it into the worry, we're putting it into the past, we're putting it into our mind, and then we start creating that reality, that worry reality, and feeding it. I know I've been struggling with that too, trying to pull myself out, but it's okay because down the bottom of the main pile for the collective reading, I've got the Guardian Angel card. You are not alone. Okay, even though we feel alone at the moment. So this is about people where we're putting our energy, knowing that we're not alone, and even when we feel alone, we're part of everything. Okay, we're part of the collective. We're part everything is one, but so that feeling that you get when you're alone, it makes you feel isolated. It helps bring in the fear, starts bringing the worries, start putting your mind in other places. Okay, when it puts your mind in places, it's putting you into the past. Okay, but the middle card, I've got the Fox Spirit, and that's the card of you're a survivor. Okay, and you're going to get through it. Whatever's happening, going to get through it. You're going to move through it. So if that's the case, why are we putting it on the negative? Why are we putting it on the worry at the moment? Because we're all survivors, and the Fox Spirit doesn't care what other people think. Isn't worried about how it looks, how it shines, and this and that. The Fox Spirit just does what it needs to do. So at the moment, we're being asked to look at where we're putting our energies and understand that no matter what's going on, we're going to get through it. So what in the hay are we worried about? Okay. Well, let me tell you, we go into our mind and we just pick up those worries. We pick up those worries and we start feeding them. Okay. And then we feel isolated, self-isolated. Okay. But there's a lot of things coming in to our intuition, into our mind at the moment. I've got the Animal Garden for the main action card saying trust your instincts. Okay, your instincts are there for a reason. Start trusting them. Okay, so this is with the Fox Spirit here. This is getting out of what other people think and bring it back to you. Bring it back. What's your gut feeling? What do you feel to do? Okay, not what your mind says. What does your gut say? What does your heart say? Okay, bring it back to that, and everyone should be a cherry. Yeah, look, take note of intuitive messages. Intuitive messages just come under. That means, man, there's your higher self, or whatever you want to call it, is speaking to you, is speaking, saying, hey, 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 come on, come on, come on. And, we're sitting there, and you might be sitting there watching Netflix, and then you're like, maybe I should go and do something else more productive. Well, that's your intuition. Okay, don't blame me. I know it was a good binge on Netflix, but sometimes, people, we're going to make that sacrifice. Okay, and moving forward, I've got retreat and recharge. So this is saying, yes, more meditation, people. When times are hard, get into that meditation, get into that centeredness and center, because trust in the unknown. Father Sky's come out, trust in the unknown. That's come out in Unverted, saying that when we don't center, when we don't, that's when we start to not trust in the unknown. We start to go in our mind, we start to go in the past, and we start to go back into fear, and we start to worry. And we're here to get ourselves out of that and move forward. Okay, that was a group reading, and the happy card for everyone is coming inverted advice from a cat, which is basically a saying. What's that advice that you're giving yourself? Stop looking external to get advice from everywhere. It's all within ourselves at the moment. Okay, that was the group reading for everyone. I hope it resonated. If it doesn't resonated, give the bit that didn't resonate to Tracy Tuttle, because we love you, Tracy. Are you threatening me, Amanda? No, that's okay, man. I'm just messing with you. Thank you. Okay, people. Okay, Charlotte. Okay, people. We have a giveaway to give away, because if we didn't give it away, then it wouldn't be a giveaway. Does that make sense? And then we'll get onto donated reading. So, people, if you want a guaranteed reading, because this is a long show, we do tend to do long readings. You get a reading from both of us. Okay, so we used to saying spot on, Charlotte. Yes, it's spot on. I'm just reading for me. And it's usually what everyone else is going through. So we have a giveaway to give away, courtesy of Healing with Stathi. So this is a chance to pick a magic number, and then you get the guaranteed reading. So, people, pick a number between, I don't know what, because it's not my number. Haven't you done one? Cindy, can you please pick a number? Is she there? Oh my God, she's gone for coffee. How can...
I've already put it up there. It's in... yeah. Got to go, I'll be back. Missed that.
Oh,
Numbers are set apparently.
Okay, I'll put a banner up. And... Okay. Pick a number between 17 and 42. And have you picked a number, Stathi?
Yeah, I have picked a number. If you're looking,
is it between 17? Is it between 17 and 42? Otherwise, we're buggered.
Yes, it is. It is between 17 and 42.
They'll be guessing forever. That's it. No, I still haven't got it. Okay, well, you'll have to read the numbers, and or have you put it in the private chat? Have you?
Yeah, it's in the private.
Okay. No worries. Cindy's still with us.
Cindy's had to go. Ah, now
Oh,
Cindy's back.
are you back, Cindy?
You're muted,
Awfully
Cindy.
quiet.
No, Cindy had to go. It's in private
Oh,
message.
oh yeah. Okay, so I'll watch it. Mm. So, people, pick a number between 17 and 42. Who gets the magic number gets the free reading. Okay. So, who's Honey? Who donated? We have a donation.
Okay, people.
This is the free giveaway, and then we have a donated reading to do. Ah, Honey Pats. Yeah. Okay, we'll get to you, Honey. We'll warm up on someone else, and we'll get all the bad cards out of the deck, so we get all the good cards for you. That's how we roll.
Too low, Tracy.
Yep, pick a number between 17 and 42 for the warm up giveaway. Then we've got a donated reading for Honey after that.
Okay, so who's in sure it is? I'm thinking of the number now.
Have another guess, people.
Okay, go between 17 and 30. Between 17 and 30. Make it easy. Francie's got it.
Tracy. Okay, Tracy.
You have a winner.
Okay, Tracy, just focus on your heart space. Big breath into your nose, hold it, then as you breathe out all the energy and feel it just go all down your feet into Gaia, to Mother Earth. Keep up the meditation, Tracy. At the moment, stay out of the mind because the third eye's starting to need you to focus. Focus on your third eye if you could at the moment. Okay. Just feel the pressure. Focus on your third eye. Out of your mind. Don't resist your thoughts. Just acknowledge them and bring it back to yourself. Any pressures, just be at peace with them. Don't resist them. Okay. stuff changing, okay, but it's not necessarily going to happen the way you want or the way you want it at the moment. Okay. Okay, look. I don't know if you're feeling flat, but there's too much inside your head. Okay, this is Tracy. I'm getting too much thinking of how things expect you to be, and like the beauty of this journey is sometimes we get into spirituality and people say it's this way, it's that way, whether it is or whether it's not. It's for you to work out yourself. Okay, there's many roads lead to the top of the mountain, but at the moment there's change. Okay, and you're inside your head, you're stressful, you feel alone, feel a bit drained, and things are shifting and things are changing, but that's okay. It's okay. Dark night of the soul, we go through all sorts of stuff. We think things are one way, and then we learn a bit more, and then we go, wait a sec, that doesn't make sense anymore. It's okay to shift up your whole, your belief systems, the way you look at it, because I know in my journey that I've gone, I went through. Earlier on in my life, I went through a bit of religion. Then I got into 3D, then into the spirituality, and then I moved past that into consciousness. And it's hard. It's a very lonely walk. But okay, just watch out about latching onto any young people that are just coming in. It just feels like there's a bad influence around. Okay, someone young, a young bloke. Try to get it out of your mind. Okay, what's going to play out is going to play out for them. It's time for you to recharge. It's time for you to center yourself. It's time for you to focus on you and just let things play out at the moment. Okay. And there's going to be some shifting and some changing, some stuff come up. It just feels like that. The more you meditate, you might have been struggling in meditation, thinking this is getting me nowhere. I don't know how much you meditate, but meditate, you've just got to keep on doing it and pushing through, because there's a lot of emotions coming up for you. Okay, a lot of emotions that you need to look at. These are, we come into this journey and we go, okay, let's manifest the life that I want. And it's like, well, what we need to do first is we need to shift the crap. We need to shift the okay, because you're feeling drained. You're feeling drained emotionally, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay, time to focus on yourself, focus on your emotions, have a look at it. Okay, because there's stuff that needs to be cleared out to make room, but there's stuff coming forward. Okay, the stress, the pressure that you're being under, there's stuff around you that's going to change in the physical. Okay, whether it be money, all that sort of stuff, home life, it's all going to change soon. Okay, but I'm just be wary of any young people with information for you. Okay, because what happens is we're down and we're out. Something new comes in, we try to latch onto something, and then we just go with it because we don't want to be where we are. But it's about you pushing through. It's about you pushing it through and connecting with yourself and getting to know yourself at the moment. Because it almost feels like, well, I'm getting that you're closing yourself off in areas. Okay, and this really happens when we go into our mind and we go into thought and we focus on the past. Okay, it's because there can be a lot of pain there. There can be all sorts of stuff there. But if you keep some things that have happened, you've just got to make peace with and move forward. Okay, otherwise this is this is energetically I've got the cause and effect card under embrace the energy of peace. That means, what has happened has happened. We're just going to make peace with it, Tracy. Okay, just going to make peace with it. We're going to move forward. What is done is done. The whole future is you to move forward. Okay, and it's all about you moving forward. Now you can move forward, create resistance moving forward, or you can create positivity moving forward. Okay, but understand your emotions when they come up. When the emotions come up and those thoughts come in, have a look at what you're feeling. Have a look at what's happening. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Okay, but we're going to move forward. The past is the past. So as soon as it happens, our loved ones, we can focus on the fact that they're gone and feel miserable, or we can remember the happy times and we can remember, our memories are thought away. Okay, but everything happens as meant to be. Everything happens for a reason. We don't always know the reason. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't, but everything happens as it should. And we can't change that. So it's time for you now to move forward and get out of that. Get out of that, because self-judgment, one day at a time. Because when we go into self-judgment, we go into judgment others. It's about shedding all that stuff. Okay, so at the moment there needs to be meditation. You need to push through a meditation. At the moment is really super important for you. Okay, because it's time for you to rise. It's time for you to change. This is the card. This is in the future position. This is going like time to get it on. Time to rise. Time to invent yourself, because everyone can reinvent themselves every second and every moment that is unfolding. Okay. As soon as you do that, people will try to hold you to the past. They like to drag us back down. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It'll either worry or when you think about it, it will worry you. When you think about it and feed on that thought, it'll get to you. It always does. But you can acknowledge it and then go, yeah, no, that's the old, new, I'm moving forward. Okay, that's the choices that we make. Okay, so things are now. It's going to be hard. The unorthodox approach has come under you moving, and which has come under you moving forward, which means there's going to be a lot of people around. This is just saying there's going to be a lot of people around that aren't going to understand, Tracy, what you've been through, what you're going through. But that's okay. They don't have to. What you need to do is you need to understand, for you, understand it's all okay. It's done. Can't be changed. You might get some stuff that's not going to be, it's going to be a bit unfair. It's going to be all over the place. Okay. And that's okay. Don't take it on board. Just acknowledge it and move forward, because there's going to be some judgment. People are going to be judgment. There's going to be people that are going to come across you and hold you to your past, trying to judge you. And you're going to, you're going to have to go, you're going to have to send to yourself and know who you are in your heart and go, hey, I'm me at the moment. And you're going to have to respond with grace. Okay. You're going to have to give them, the people around you, allowance to be judgmental towards you. Okay. Because that's what they do, because they're in judgment. Okay. But what you don't want to do is turn around and go, hey, that's not fair. I'm not doing that anymore, because then you're in self-judgment. Okay. And we've got to break that routine. So just smile and go, yeah, hey, all okay. Don't take it personally. It's just the human interaction. Okay, that's the cause and effect of the past, but we need you to focus, meditate, and move forward and get out of that mind and get into the heart space and meditate and understand that things aren't going to be things. Full cards go, oh, smooth sailing everywhere, love's coming in and all that crap. But we're on a the road goes all over the place. Okay, so you just find your feet and keep stepping forward, Tracy, with what you got. Okay, and don't focus on the negative. Something comes up, deal with it, respond, then move forward. Okay, so there's going to be it's your path, it's your walk. It's going to feel lonely sometimes, but that's okay. Okay, but the moment I'm getting, you need to make sure that you don't get sucked into the negativity and just respond with grace, respond with love. Okay, and then this will start to show stuff. Okay, this will start to level you up. Okay, and I'll get you a happy card. Ooh, surrender deck. Haven't used this for a while. And your happy card is oh, I don't know how happy this card is. Surrender to miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can't happen. You know, miracles is just the universe's way of saying it doesn't happen how you always think it's going to happen. Okay. I hope that's assisted you, Tracy.
How it Tracy. Because in meditation, we learn to center ourselves, to ground ourselves. Whatever you understand of that, that is what is mostly required of you at this moment, is to ground yourself. You are a lot in here, you're overthinking situations. You're very much into what if situations. You know, what ifs are great, they can assist at times, but you have to be in the right state of mind to acknowledge how to use a what if. Um, Something new is coming your way. It's not far away. And as Brooke mentioned, something young. Now I say new. Uh, I say something different is coming your way. And yes, just be aware of it. Don't jump into it because it feels right. Um, Sometimes that which just feels right could also be something that feels right not to go that away. Um, so be aware of something new that's coming your way and just keep an open mind with it, but don't give yourself openly to it. Um, Enough of that one. You are scattered. There's a lot of things. There's too much happening in your mind. You don't know. You don't have a direction. You're directionless, and that's where. And a lot of noise. There's a lot of banging, a lot of noise around you. Whether that's external or whether that's in your mind, there's just noise. How do you come back to this present moment? How do you come back to be aware of that you are right here, this moment, and the rest of it is just happening in your mind, and you just have to pull yourself out of that. Easier said than done, of course. Everything does happen in our mind, and pulling ourselves out of our mind is a tricky thing, but it is achievable. The mind also does a lot of things and a lot of tricks. It plays a lot of tricks on us, and also does present things to us. And if we're not aware of what's happening, we can fall into our own thought traps. So we have to be cautious of them. Uh, I'm going to suggest that you just look into keeping yourself centered and grounded. Very important. Keep your focus on your heart chakra, and because there's your heart chakra is clear, but there is a shield, and you are protecting yourself a lot from it. So slowly, that'll come down, but you have to work on everything else around you for that to open. The main areas to work with for you are the is your base chakra, your sacral, your solar plexus. Work with those three. And your heart chakra will start to react to those three being worked, and then we can start working up on the higher ones. Not grounded enough too much up there. That's why you want to work down below. Red is the color to work with. Red, the three bottom chakras. Now, it's not about what is going to happen or what's going to occur. What we do is we acknowledge the possibilities. There are many possibilities. At this moment, we're either going to be working with what we've been told the possibilities are or acknowledge that there are possibilities. Sometimes when we focus on what we've been told, we miss the possibility that is right in front of us. Because we're always focusing on, oh, I was told this, I'll look for this. I was told that, so I'll look for that. If we stop working with what we've been told, we'll start to see what it actually is. So, what is it that you're working with? Is it because somebody has told you that this is what you have to do? Is that working for you? Are you working based on what others have told you? Time to start looking at what it is you want and start focusing on that possibility instead of what others have told you possibilities could be. Start working with that, and things will start opening up a clear path for you. But at this moment, until you start working and grounding yourself, all of it's still going to remain as a imagination. So work on your bottom chakras. Keep your focus in the present moment. Don't overthink of situations. Pay attention to what you are looking into. Is it because somebody has told you, or is that what you are driven to do? Is it something from within that's guiding you that direction? As Brooke mentioned earlier, your instinct, your intuition, work with that, not with your mind. And you'll start to see that the path itself will be a lot clearer, a lot brighter. And always remember that everything is a possibility, and there's no reason why you cannot work with the bright possibility instead of the told possibility. I hope that helps you, Tracy.
Honey, you're next. Hey, Alison. Who we got here? Kieran, Doris. Rita, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Honey. Honey. Honey, are you there? Honey has donated for a reading. People, if you want a guaranteed reading, just send us a little donation. It all helps. Exchange of energies. Okay, honey. One sec.
Thank you, Tracy. And we're our day's just starting. It's 11:30.
Yeah. See, I'm on my second coffee. So, it's like, I only got. If Stathi's only on coffee number 2, that means he's been up for 10 minutes, usually.
Third.
Bubble bath.
Third. And in between, it's was setting up. Did everything this morning. So first coffee got cold. Second coffee got cold. This one's just right.
Link. Link's there. Okay. Honey, if I could get you to take a big breath in, a big breath out, hold it, big breath out, all the energy going down into your feet, and focus on your heart space. I mean, things are going to turn out how they're going to play out. Okay, we'll have preferences, but we can't hold on to them. It makes us rigid. We need to flow with how things are going to go. Things are forever changing. I mean, focus on, well, that's not the way I wanted things to turn out. This sucks. Or we get any into those things, or I wanted things to be like this. Then we just create resistance everywhere else, and we come out of the moment and miss what's happening in front of us, miss the best way to respond. Okay, just make peace. Things are exactly how they should be. Because at the moment, it just feels like you're inside your head and you're creating more burden, more pressure on yourself than needs to be. This is bringing it into your mind. What do you want to do, honey? What do you want to do? I mean, we can. Things will play out the way they play out, but it feels like you're sitting on the fence. What are you sitting on the fence at? You know, we can sit around worrying about something, or we can do something about it. Okay, because one way or another, whatever's happening in your life at the moment, it'll pass. Completion's up. But look, indecisiveness. You know, sometimes by not making a choice, we're making a choice. Okay, there's no way around it. We can't not make a choice. It's just there's something up, and you're like, it feels like you're sitting on the fence. You're worrying about it. Okay, and you just don't know which way to go because you're worried about how it's going to affect everyone, how it's going to affect you. What do you want to do? What does your intuition say? What does your heart say? What do you feel like you should do? Because it's something you're sitting on the fence, and it's not time to sit on the fence. It's time to come to a choice. It's time to make a choice. Okay, because at the moment this will drain you if you don't make a choice soon. You could start doing something about it. This will help you feel better about yourself. This will help. This will help things move forward. Okay, because at the moment you're creating all this drama, this pressure in your mind. Okay, you're creating it. You're creating more stress than there needs to be. You're making the situation currently in your life, honey, you're making it harder than what it needs to be. And you've just got to make a choice. And not everyone's going to like it. That's life. But you need to make the right choice for you, because at the moment you're holding on to the past, you're worried about what everyone's going to think. Okay? And you got to let go of this situation. This is your choice to make for you. I don't know if you're trying to control it. But this is what we do. Okay? We need to dig deep, and if we don't act on things, you know what? They'll play out, and then when they play out the way they play out, we can go, oh shit, I should have done that. It feels like there's hindsight. There's too much inside your mind at the moment, and you've just got to come to a choice. Okay? Everything happens for a reason. Everything is happening the way it should be, honey. But you've got to make the choice, because this will complete itself one way or another. But the focus that you're putting on it, the energy that you're putting into it in your mind, is just making it harder and harder and harder. Look, I've got illusionary obstacles straight over the exchange of energies card. This is saying where your focus is. You're making everything harder than it should be. And easier said than done, get it out of your mind, but just make a choice and make a choice for you. What is the right choice for you? And not what is the right choice for the others. What is the right choice for you? Others can make their own choices. We all affect the people around us. But until we get ourselves right, until we get ourselves centered, that's the way we help the world, is by getting ourselves right. Okay? When we get everyone else right, I'm not saying ignore everyone. But at the moment, you got to bring it back to you, and you got to make a choice. You got to dig deeper. Okay? Time to get in the driver's seat. Time to get in the driver's seat. Okay, because I'm just getting so much pressure that you're putting on yourself, and this is resistance, honey, that you're creating. You got to get out of the mind. Got to make a choice that you've created. We can just let go of it, move forward. I can't make any decisions for you. You have to make the call. You have to make the choices for yourself. Because deep down, you've got the gut feeling. Deep down inside you, you know what you need to do. And sometimes it's hard. It's like, well, yeah, but I want it to be easier. Universe, come and help me. Don't worry about it. Luck is on your side. I'm getting... when we go through these tough times, this is something that shows us something about ourselves. I got powerful changes trying to come in. Okay, luck's on your side, but you have to honor that inner knowing. Okay, and make the call. Make the call. Otherwise, you know what it's like. We can sit back and just let it do our head in. And that's not going to help. That's the obstacle that we create for ourselves. It's just stuff happening. It's just life happening. And sometimes life is a pain in the butt. Sometimes it's joyous. We get into this spiritual walk or this consciousness walk or whatever you want to call it, and most people think it's about making their life rosy. It's not about making our life rosy at the moment. It's about being in acceptance of what is and responding the best way that we can to it. Okay, I'm going to get you a happy card, honey. You can use it. It will make you happy if you use it, but this is out of the Surrender deck. Surrender the drama. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Stay centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. Okay? Don't feed the issue. Don't try to fix it. Just let go of it and accept it for what it is. I hope that's assisted you, honey.
And I start off with where Brooke ended. Um, don't give energy to the drama. You'll hear us, or we do say a lot, where focus goes, energy grows. Where you put your focus, you give energy to it, and it is life itself after that one will experience, depending on how much attention you give it. Focus, attention, it all works together. I'm going to go now to, which I find this interesting, but this is what I will say to you. Firstly, we stop the pretending. And from the pretending, we stop the hiding. Uh, First, it is the pretending that we work with. We stop pretending and we start to be realistic with ourselves. Um, and when we're realistic with ourselves, we don't have to pretend any longer. And when we're not pretending, we don't have to hide anymore. There's a lot that is going on, and I feel that those two words, pretending and hiding, are very relevant for you at this point in time. Where your focus is creating more of a reality for you uh, that you're more comfortable with. But again, um, whether it's real or not, it's a great way to believe it is. Um, your focus is creating the pretense that you actually are going on with, and whatever that is yours. Your focus should be on yourself, present moment, being, and if this is what you're looking for, being honest with yourself and looking deep within to see what it is that keeps you into that focus that you constantly go to and why you think that that is going to assist you. Because you're always going back into your mind, to your memories for it, which is creating a lot of stuff that is happening around you at this moment. There's a lot of energy floating about, um, all confused energy, uncertain energy. There's just a lot, but I feel that that's a lot to do with your focus, which is just opening up things that are constantly coming into you. And then you're starting to deal with other things which are more thought based than fact based or life based. Um, The only reality that is happening is this moment. The rest of it is all in your mind. And if you can go to that point, that's good. Um, your heart chakra is the main area that I'm going to suggest that you need to work with and keep your focus there. Bring your attention to your breathing. The more you just allow the breathing to be, Now, keeping your focus on the breathing also keeps you in the present moment because you're not going to breathe. And past tense is irrelevant because one is always breathing now. So if you can keep your focus there, which will keep you into the present moment, and every time your mind comes into it, get out of it and bring yourself back to your breathing. Um, Keeping present is what will assist in the grounding as well. And the more you're grounded, the more you'll start to come to that realization of what it is that you're focusing on and how much of it has been dictating the reality that you've been living as well. Um, so bring yourself back to yourself. And that's what it really comes down to. Bring yourself back to yourself. Be aware of the mind stuff and keep your focus on your heart chakra and your breathing. And that those two will assist you. The rest of them, I feel that you actually do enough there, but I could be incorrect because the energies are a little bit out around you at this moment. Um, but the hiding and the pretending, they're the two words that are repeating for me at this moment to repeat. So they're the two words that I'm going to leave you with. Don't know what they mean. Maybe you know more than, well, maybe you do know more about it than what I can actually mention as well. So I hope that assists you. And yeah, heart chakra. Thank you, honey. Um, Brooke, you're muted. You're muted.
Thank you, honey. We have another donated reading to do. So there's the PayPal link if you would like to get into the queue. Because I've done this for too long, and it just everyone wants a card and go to reader, want a card, and it's very exhausting. What was the longest we ever did? We did it. What we did at 12 hours, didn't we?
Yeah.
12 hours plus,
Yeah, something like that.
something like that. That was a big day.
Something like that. Yeah, that was a big
Actually, we haven't done a marathon. We should do a marathon. Should do another one soon, shouldn't we?
we'll do another one soon.
Mm.
I'll make sure I've got nothing on though.
What?
Nothing on. I'll make sure I've got nothing on that day as well. Because
Mm.
last time I didn't come into.
And I'm gonna make sure my brother's cashed up, and so and he can keep bringing me coffees. Driving to the servo to get coffees. I like the servo coffees. Mm. It's great. Living within living around the corner from a 24-hour service station is awesome. I know. How spoiled are we in this world, in this Western world? Okay, Loretta, you're up. Are you there? Okay. Oops. I'll take that banner off. And what other banners have we got?
No, Amanda.
Okay.
How dare you, Amanda?
What's Amanda doing now? You causing trouble, Amanda. Just when
Yeah, she is. I mean,
Loretta's
she's
trying to
telling
get.
you to make your own. She's telling you to make your own coffee.
Yeah, I do. I've got a little percolator thing. I don't do instant, Amanda. What do you think? I haven't come to your place for coffee? Yeah, instant. Man, if I rocked up, I'd have to bring 3 coffees with me, wouldn't I?
Going on? We're frozen here.
Okay, Loretta.
We're still on.
we've got a donated reading from Loretta and a pay it forward from Loretta. And cheesecake. You bring me cheesecake. I don't bring you cheesecake. Hey, man, you didn't show up to my party, my birthday. Yeah, there was no cheesecake. Okay, Loretta. Okay, what are you stuck in thought? What do you want to know, Loretta? Because I can go in to where all the pressure is in your mind and what you're feeding, what you're creating. Let's see what comes up. Loretta, can I just get you to here? Just tap here. Tap on here. Above your heart, on your thymus. Big breath in. Big breath out. Just keep tapping here. Just keep tapping around there. And bring it back to here. Bit of light tapping around here. You feel a bit better? You know, what we have on our plate at the moment is what we have on our plate at the moment. Loretta? But things change. You know, when we were younger, things were different. Now we're older, things aren't going to go back to the same. The game changes. The game is forever changing. Okay? And it's like there's a damage. You're always sort of in damage control. Well, what do I need to do now? Oh, this is a hassle. Look, life is just what happens when we're making other plans, John Lennon said. Okay, at the moment, it's time for you to just let go and accept everything for the way it is. Because if we have a model, we have an expectation of how we want things to be, and it doesn't turn out like that, guess what? We're like miserable or we're stressed. And then we miss. And when we're in our mind, we miss everything that's happening around us. Regardless of how it plays out with health, with people, with family, we've got to remain present and just play the game. At the moment, you're trapped in cycles. And all this does is give you a sense of feeling like you want to walk away. Emotionally, you want to walk away. And then you go looking for someone who's going to say, hey, it's going to work out. It's going to work out. Look, one way or other, things are going to work out. Whether we can accept that that we can. But I know what it's like, but we're just going to make peace with how things are. You're going to make peace with how things are. Okay? Because the information's within you that you need to move forward. But at the moment, the wise one, grow within your current situation. There's some things that you need to see to gain the perspective to understand what it is that you already know, because all the answers are within. But at the moment, the wanting things to be different is closing your heart down. Because at least business, we want things, when are things going to be good? Things are just as they are. But if we've got this expectation and things are not what we expect, we're like, oh, when's it going to? It's hard. This is the battle within, Loretta. This is the battle within that you're fighting at the moment. Okay, I just feel like it's time to surrender. You just need to surrender to how things are and accept that. Instead of weighing what's going to happen, it's time for you to move into the spot of what can I do? What can I do? What can you do? Okay? Because you're holding on, yeah, I want that to work out that way, that want things to work out that way. And we can't always do that. I've got the high, for your action card, I've got the High Priestess, intend and create. Okay? And you want to do that. But you're holding on too tight of how you want things to be. And we can't do that. As we intend and create, things change. And then we change. And then the game changes. And everything shifts again. It just feels like it's just time to surrender. To accept the way things are and surrender. Okay? Because the things that we have, the things around us, our homes, our people, our pets, everything around us. Okay, we got to honor that. Okay, so there's some stuff I'm getting that there's some stuff that you need to honor in your world in 3D. Okay, some stuff that's being avoided needs to be honored. It's a gift. Okay, honor the gift. It's time to look around the gifts that you have got. Look what that you do have and start to honor them. But you're too far ahead. Oh, when's that going to fix it? Where's it? Over there. When this? Get out of that. What's in front of you now, Loretta? What's in front of you now? You have got amazing stuff around you at the moment. Time to not worrying about how things are going to play out. Time to look at what's around you and interact with that and be there present with that. Enjoy what you've got. Oh, now you've got pets. Enjoy the pets. The people around, enjoy the people. If they're upset with you, have a laugh and go, well, something's bugging you. But that's okay. It's all okay. It's all okay. It's okay when things aren't okay. It's okay, Loretta. And I just feel like there needs to be some just that little bit of nurture and acceptance. Okay, and things are going to start to shine. You've already got everything you need already. Enjoy the experience. Enjoy the walk. Enjoy the moment, because as long as you do that, there's richness around you everywhere that you're not seeing. You're somewhere else. We've all got dramas. Okay? But at the moment, it feels like you're living in lack, and you're missing out on the beauty that you have, the experiences that you have, the people that you have, the life that you have. We can focus on the negative points, or we can focus on the positive points. I'm getting that it's time for you to start focusing on the positive points, because it feels like you always want to be somewhere else, hanging on to the old. Okay, what can I get? What do I need? What can I need? What can I get? Want. We don't want to live in want. We want to live in acceptance, because this opens our heart up. Okay, it's about you coming from the heart, coming from that place of love, seeing what you have on your plate, and opening it up to it. Okay, and anything you want to create, be the creator. Okay, don't be the reactor, because you're in reaction mode at the moment. Stop being the reactor, be the creator. Well, how do we create? We come from the heart space into acceptance. And then that's when the synchronicities start to fly. That's where we start to attract that more positive energy. So it's all about the energy that you're putting out, the focus that you're putting out at the moment. You need to shift that, because look, it's all there. It's all there waiting for you. Okay? You just need to nurture yourself. Nurture yourself in here and in the heart. I pulled 3 cards for you. They're all inverted because they're waiting on you at the moment. Okay? First one, it's time. It's time. Inverted. A choice to make. It's time. Seek inspiration. You know, with health, with life, that's going to play out how it's going to play out. We can't change that. What we can do is, Loretta, is we can change the way we respond to what's happening. Okay? We're not the victim. None of us are the victim unless we choose to be. And then we create that illusion. Time to open that heart, Loretta. Time to open that heart and see the beauty in what's around you and focus on that. That's the game changer for you. Okay? Otherwise, we just get caught in what? Caught in the 3D. And sometimes this stuff keeps happening to us till we can come into acceptance. It's like a catalyst. Because at the moment, when we're in want, we're in fear. But it's a time to give rather than take for you. And that's not giving away your money. It's about what can we give to the situation to assist it for us. What can we do? We can't do what we can't do, but we can do what we can do. It's time for you to start looking at what you can do and not focusing on what you're not in control of. You're going to shift where your mind's where you're focusing your mind. You're going to shift that control. You're going to bring it back and start going, okay, what can I do for my situation? And there might be some situations that you're going through that you have no control over. Guess how we create stress? We can focus on what we can't control, or we can put our energy into something that we can do. Time to start focusing on what you can do and what you have all around you, the beauty around you, the things that you have in front of you. Time to focus on that, Loretta, and accept things for how they are. Because otherwise, you're going to be living in the past. You're going to be living in the future. You're going to miss all that you've got around you. Okay. And the last card I've got for you is surrender to the idea that you can fix someone. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work. It doesn't work to try and fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. Okay? No downloads, no magical gifts. They'll come to you when you start to work on you. Things will shift. Okay? I hope that has assisted you, Loretta. You okay with this, Steph? I think Steffi's frozen.
Am I here? Can you hear me?
I can hear you
Loretta?
now. I was just wondering if
Um,
your phone's, you got your eyes closed and your screen's frozen, so I thought you were just like tuning in and
no, it's okay. I can tell I didn't realize I was still frozen. I'm frozen for some reason. Slowing down. You can hear me though?
yeah.
Okay. Hmm. Let's see if I can get this set again. Loretta, did you hear what Brooke said? Were you thinking about what Brooke said? That's how I'm starting that. I want you to think about that. Acceptance. When we learn to accept, we come to that state of non-judgment. Um, and non-judgment, we work with everything happens for a reason. And who are we to decide whether it should happen or should not happen? What we can do is observe it, acknowledge it, and accept it for what it is. Um, when something does happen, well, that which is happening right in front of us, or whatever it is that is happening, um, how do you judge it when you can say it shouldn't be happening, or maybe it should happen like this, but how about how it's happening is what one is judging. So we accept everything for what it is as it is. Again, if we say that something is not right or something is right, so that's judgment. If we're saying we like something, we don't like something, that's judgment. Um, now, how deep can you go into acceptance and accepting everything happens for a reason and that which is happening exactly as it should happen? Very hard for me to do that. To presume that something different is going to happen, well, one is missing the point at this moment because right this moment, this which is happening is what is happening. To say it should happen or shouldn't be happening, should say it, should not say it. Again, this is where we learn to accept things for what they are, as they are, word for word, moment for moment. Everything is happening right this moment. You can sit here and think about what has happened. You can sit here and think about what has been said. You can listen to what has been said. Observe what is occurring and just leave it at that. There's no judgment. There's just the observation of the moment as it's occurring. Can you bring yourself to that level? Can you bring yourself there? You keep seeking for something, you're wanting something, but it's never here in your present moment. Yes, it is. It's only here. It's not going to be some other place. Everyone's seeking for something to be present in the present moment. What will you receive in the present moment? If you're constantly thinking about what it could be, you're not in the present moment. If you're constantly thinking about things that have happened, you're not in the present moment. The present moment is to observe the moment for what it is, to listen to what is occurring as it is being said or as it's been, as the sound is being made. This is the present moment. Is it right? Is it wrong? It's irrelevant. It is what it is. As we start to accept things for what they are in the moment and we keep our focus here now instead of the mind, because other than this moment and what is around you with what you can see with your eyes, the rest of it's in your mind. Keep yourself present. You're overthinking things. You're looking for something that's already there, but so you keep thinking it should be something different. This is where acceptance comes into it. Accept the moment for what it is. Accept your surroundings for what they are, as they are, exactly for what they are. It's not right, it's not wrong, it's exactly what it is. Then we can let go of all that which we're carrying. And what we're carrying is our thoughts, and our thoughts keep weighing us down. And our thoughts are always taking us into the past or into the future, which, again, still in our thoughts. Bring yourself back to the present moment. Focus on your chakras. Focus on your breathing. If you listen to what I've been saying to others, it applies to all of us. To be present in this moment is to be aware of what is occurring in this moment, not what you think should happen. And things will start to feel a little bit lighter as well. So, we can state, and the last card Brooke said, we can't fix anyone. No one can fix anybody. One has to want to fix oneself. And if you want to fix yourself, if you want to, and yes, it is taking care of yourself. It's being present, being having your focus fully in this present moment. What is occurring right now? What are you thinking about? Are your thoughts creating the way that you're feeling? Because most of the time it's the way that we're thinking, and that's why we feel the way we feel, because of the thoughts. When we speak about being grounded and centered, many speak about empathy. Well, empathy is to be aware of what one is feeling, and to be an empath, one is aware that one is not what one is feeling. So, how deep can you go to it, and how much you want to go into it? It's not what's going to happen. It's not what has already happened. It's what's occurring now. So this is the acceptance. So this is the moments where you yourself have the opportunity to state, to acknowledge, well, are you judging and not accepting this moment? And I'll leave you with that. I hope that helps you.
Hey, Michelle from Wisconsin. Hey, Kylie from Brisbane.
Hello. Hello.
Hey, Karen from New Zealand. Hey, Amanda from I forgot and didn't bring cheesecake.
I'm just going to jump out, mate. See if my camera comes back to life for some reason.
Yep. Okay. Loretta, would you like to pick someone for us to read? Loretta, would you like to pick someone for us to read for? He'll be back. Technical issues. Well, it's a lovely day in Adelaide, which, if you don't know, is in South Australia. So where Australia is, it's bang in the middle, down the bottom on the coast. Amanda, you sucking up to Amanda, Loretta. Okay.
Let's see how that works.
Okay. Amanda. Amanda, hug and kiss. Okay, Amanda. Big breath in. Big breath out. Focus on the heart space. I'm getting attached to preferences, Amanda. You want things to be a certain way. And it stops us from rolling with it, rolling with the flow. Okay? Let go and surrender, Amanda. Come back into the flow. Come back into the flow. Because you're getting prompts at the moment. There's a calling. There's a calling on everyone. There's a calling on you. But whatever's happened has happened, and you cannot change it. The way you're going about it is not helping. Okay. First card I've got for you, Amanda, is follow the voice in your soul. Because it just feels like there's some other stuff that you caught up with that's happened. Okay. Time to let it loose. Time to let it go. Time to see past your current situation. But at the moment, there's that constant tug of war in the mind, constant tug of war with another person at the moment, and it just feels like you're trying to force someone else to see a point of view that's yours and not theirs. Okay, it ain't going to happen. We're going to get to the big picture. Okay, the bridge card for everything is the Seers card. See beyond your current situation, and then in here, being bullheaded with yourself. Okay, being stubborn. Get out of the stubbornness. You know how. Look, your last card is the High Priestess. That's all about the mystery and how things work and the knowledge. Okay, you got that down. Time to start using it. Time to snap out of it. Time to snap yourself out of it. Okay, so I'm going to be a little bit harsh because and not I know you know. Okay, but these cards, I'll go love and light and say, go within and follow the voice in your soul, and then the change that you want will happen. Or I can go, look, where you're putting your focus. You button heads with yourself. You button heads with what's happening around you, which means you're living in the past. You've got expectations and judgment on the future, the past, everywhere. Okay, you gotta let that go. Gotta let that go. Watch where you put your focus. Okay, because this is draining you. Because your main action card is the Travelers. Move in a new direction. It's inverted. This is telling me it's in your mind. What you're focusing on your mind. This is reality you're creating. Yeah, I know it sucks. Time to stand up and fight. That's come under. It's saying it's not going to be easy. You've got a battle on your hands. You've got a battle of the mind on your hands. You've got a battle of the past. You've got a battle of the future. I mean, look at all the memes, the words of wisdom from the enlightened people, and they all say, hey, the greatest battle you will fight is the battle within yourself. Okay? Nothing lasts forever. And you got to look at where you're putting your focus in your mind and let go of the situation. Amanda, let go of it. Let go of it. Because that's just going to keep you in your mind. And then you're projecting. I know you're actually you're a projector. Okay? In your human design. Okay? Get out of the projection. Go back and read that human design paperwork that I gave you. Look at the false positives and just give you some little, we'll have some little things that you do that you can just turn around and that'll create and flow up some space because your future card is the High Priestess. Understand that this is understanding the whole mystery of the things the way they are, you know? And we do it to ourselves. Why? Because we're human. Why? Because we're just so used to living in our heads. We're so used to doing things that way, that old way. And we've got to break the cycle. I still struggle. To do it. Okay. Okay, what do we got? Look, self-worth is coming up. Okay. Which obviously get contact with your emotions, the inner child, past fears, neuro pathways. Okay. So this is an old pattern coming up for you at the moment. And it's going to be, you're going to have to work hard in your mind to break it. But that's okay. That's what we're here to do. That's what you're here to do. Okay. You know how it all works. And you might have to take a different approach on the unorthodox approach. So this is saying that you're going to have to step it up or take a different approach to the way that you do things. And get on a Discord and talk to Stathi because he loves stories. He's good at pulling you out of the story. Okay, Amanda, your last card is your happy card. We all do. We creative beings. Your last card is surrender fear. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment, focus on a solution, and celebrate every baby step forward. And your next card is bring me cheesecake. I hope that's the sisters, Amanda. Hang in there. Game on, that one.
Yes, Amanda. Amanda, you home or at work? You're home today. And you home or work? Home alone? Home alone?
Just hope.
Other than your puppies? Uh,
Unless you got rid
But
of them.
there's a reason. There is a reason. Home alone. Cool. Okay. What I'd like you to do is just find your spot. Just sit down if you're not already sitting down. And I want your eyes open. Don't close your eyes. I want your eyes open. Bring your focus. Just bring your awareness to your heart chakra now. Don't look at your heart chakra. Don't bring your eyes. Just keep your eyes focused ahead of you. And I just want you to be aware of your heart chakra. Okay. Now, what I want you to be aware of is that which is in front of you right now. Nothing else. I don't want you to think about anything, just that which you're seeing. And you can all do this as well. The only thing that you have right this moment is that's what you're seeing. Yeah, that's all there is. There's nothing more. You can live in this moment, or you can live in what has already happened. So the only thing that's really occurring is that which is in front of you at this moment. The rest of it is all in your mind. If you can keep yourself in this present moment and be aware of what is happening around you in the present moment, the mind won't dictate what should happen. So get out of your mind and be present, because that's the only issue that you actually have with yourself is just overthinking again. You're always in your mind, but you know how to pull yourself out of it. Now, the other thing is that to realize this also is to acknowledge that right this moment, all we have is this moment and everything else is in our mind, which is that which is in the past. So anything you're remembering is in your mind. Are you going to hold on to just a memory and live that memory? Because when you put your focus into that memory, that's where you are in that memory. Where focus goes, energy grows. You give life to that memory, and it dictates how you respond physically, because your body responds to the energy that you're thinking. Now, everything around you is clear for you, but to your mind itself is the only issue that you have. You keep thinking it should not be, or it should be, or is this it, or whatever it is. It's irrelevant. Be present. Remember, you're observing that which has already happened. We're always looking into the past. Well, if you guys are not aware of it, the only thing you can actually do is look into the past. You're looking into the past right this moment. This moment has already become a memory, but you hold on to that which is a memory. But all we really have is this moment. The rest of it in the mind. Yeah, so how much can you hold on to this moment, being aware that this is the moment and the rest of it's in the mind? Because all you're seeing is all there really is. That's which is in the same time as the body. So out of the mind, back into the present moment. Be aware of the body. Be aware of your surroundings. Keep yourself grounded. And this is the grounding, being aware where we are. Being present, acknowledging it. You know, the body itself is in this moment. Everything else is in the mind. So everything that's happening right now is what you take care of. You don't overthink. You don't think about what you need to be doing, because the moment you start thinking, you're already in the mind. Thinking is based on what you've been told that you're supposed to be doing. Again, how do I bring you back into this moment? Well, this. Stop thinking. Observe what is occurring right now. React and respond accordingly to this moment. If nothing is happening, there's nothing to do. If there's cleaning you're doing, that's what you're doing. That's where the focus is, not in the mind. And that's all you require. Other than that, Amanda, you're fine. Just get out of your mind. Enjoy yourself. I told you that last time and I'll tell you again. Just enjoy yourself. Things will flow as they're supposed to. But if you keep going in here, which you do, and you lose yourself at times as well. Be conscious of what you're doing. Just keep yourself present, and that's all there is. I can tell you a lot of things. I've told you many things, and all I can do is bring you back out of that story that your mind is creating for you. We all speak about being present, and the present moment is this. This is the present moment right now, being aware of this moment. If you're focusing on things outside of what is occurring in this moment, or you're in your mind, if you think something is happening, that's in your mind. To acknowledge the present moment is to acknowledge we don't know what is occurring outside of this moment. Because anything that we do from this moment will be a presumption. We'll presume that something is occurring outside of the space that we're in. So we bring ourselves to focusing on the body. When we focus on the body is the present moment, not the thoughts, not what we think it should be. This is what we have. Our awareness, our attention is this and our surroundings. Anything else other than this moment is in the mind. It's
Okay.
getting you. See, we get used to doing it. The more we're doing it, the more it becomes habitual. So we are repetitive.
Creatures
We
of
do
habit.
things. Well, we are creatures of habit, yes, and we create our habits as well. Um, when we make well, I thought there was something else. That's okay. When we make decisions or when we do something, we do it based on the repetitiveness of our past. So we use our mind, if you like, and this is where the unconsciousness comes into it as well. A lot of the things that we do, we're not conscious of, and we do them unconsciously. But that's been programmed. And when we speak about programming, that's from birth. We start to learn and we observe, we learn, we get told, and we respond accordingly to what we have been told. Um, to make decisions without that habit or uh, the memory, if you like, to make a decision without thought is to observe oneself responding and reacting, and that's it, and accepting it for what it is. Um, we're letting ourselves go completely. That's a different level. Keeping it present, though, and just accepting that this is all there is. When someone comes to you and speaks to you, that's all there is. This person speaking to you. If there's no one there, the rest of it's in your mind. If you realize that you're creating your own reality, well, the reality we're creating is based on that to which we've been told. So again, we're working with different ways. Now, Loretza, if you pay attention, I said this to you as well, Amanda, it applies to all of us. When we start working with what we believe, which is what is, well, how did you come to believe things? You're educated, full stop. Um, everything that you think of is based on what we've been told. We only create, even if we believe that we're manifesting a reality, we're creating a reality based on what we're told and what we think. And what we think is still based on what we've been told. So we create still based on what is acceptable through our education, our programming. What we do is we stop thinking, acknowledge that we have an education, detach ourselves from it, um, be in a position of acknowledging this moment and observing this moment unfolding. And what we're observing is that which we've been told and not associating to it. We become the observers and detaching from the observed. That's the present moment. And when one observes the present moment, one will always observe the second becoming old. So tick tock, past tense. And how many can follow on? Unless it's happening now, it's in the mind. There you go. You're mute. Brooke, you're muted. Okay, who's next?
Yeah, well, my brother's up and
Yeah, I
he's
heard.
always
I
got
heard the trumpets
sinuses.
calling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The trumpet's calling.
Jericho. Yeah, Jericho was bringing the wall down, wasn't it? Jericho's trumpet or something brought the wall
Yep.
down.
Okay, I'll check if we've got. I don't think we've got any more donations, but we have a pay it forward from Cindy.
Yeah. Miss Pinjanale.
So, Cindy, if you would like, we have a free giveaway courtesy of our production manager, Steffi's PA, the beautiful and lovely and talented Cindy. So,
And
she'll put
Cindy, boo.
ban Cindy. Yeah, ban Cindy. So, if you would like a reading with Cindy, she's still there, isn't she? Cindy, put up a number, or you can pick someone, and then we'll do a donated reading, free giveaway. Well, it wasn't free for Cindy, courtesy of. Cindy there? I thought she was back.
Yeah, she said she's back.
Hey, Michelle.
Miss Pinjanale. Hi, Michelle. Yeah, Cindy's there. She hasn't said she's gone, but I lost all private chat comments before. So.
Are you there,
Yep,
Cindy?
there we are.
Yep.
Yes, Miss Pinjanale is there.
Are you putting up a number for you?
I didn't hear anything of that. It just blanked out on me.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Would you want to put up a number so
yeah.
we can give away a reading courtesy of you?
Yep. Hang on. Oh my God, I don't know why it's so slow at the minute. It's just my laptop. Oh, here we go. Oh, sugar, it's jumped on the wrong thing. No.
Sugar Ray Leonard.
It's not. Things are not coming up. They're not working. I may have to do that.
Between
I had
1
the
and
same
10?
that's what I was getting.
Yeah, it's jumping around on me. Now I've clicked it and it's not coming up for me. Can you see an?
Yeah, it says pick a
Okay.
number between
Okay,
pick a number
see-
between 0 and 10.
Yep, I can't see it on mine. Now it's starting to come in.
Okay. So people
No.
pick a number between a 0 and a 10.
You guys keep an eye out because mine seems to be playing up.
Yeah,
I don't
jump
know
out and
what's
jump back
going
in. I
on.
had to do the same earlier. Well, I don't know if I
Yeah,
remember it.
I mean it's in the private.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And Michelle, don't go through all the numbers. See if anyone else is
Oh,
around.
Michelle's there. I know.
There is. There you go.
Two
I was
Michelles.
blaming Michelle because I just saw Michelle and I'm like, Michelle, are you just spamming?
We have a winner,
Karen.
Karen.
All right, I'm going to pop myself out and pop myself back in because things are just not.
Yeah.
See,
Okay.
I clicked it, but I can't see that it's come up. I can
Okay.
just see still pick a number, so I'll pop out.
Okay, do a clearing on your computer. That helps.
I'll be back.
Okay. Okay, Karen. How are you doing, Karen? Look, Karen, don't worry about it. It's okay. No one's perfect. No one is perfect. I've got your your solar plexus feels very heavy at the moment. I don't know. Do you know what that is, Karen? No. You know what your solar plexus is? You know your chakras? Karen, do you... Okay, we'll get onto YouTube and do a chakra balance. Okay? Do a chakra balancing. Look up one that goes for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Go through all your chakras, lead your chakras. It's just below your heart. It's the yellow one, above your belly button, below your heart. It'll affect willpower, self-confidence, all that sort of stuff. When that's out, we go chasing gratification. Netflix, chocolate. Are you talking too much? Talking too much? What are you holding on to something? You're letting loose? So I'm getting a lot of throat energy happening at the moment. Just be yourself, Karen. Just be yourself. Well, just look at the moment. Just focus on holding that positive space and holding that ground. Things are going to fold. They're going to go up. They're going to go down. They're going to go all around. They're going to go left. They're going to go right. Don't worry about it. It's time for you to bring yourself into alignment. Go and do some chakra videos. Okay. Always house clearing, sage, all that sort of stuff. Okay. Especially if you've got kids. I mean, energies, they can bring energies in and they can affect us and get us doing all sorts of stuff and unbalance us and get us going in all sorts of directions and we don't even realize. We think it's all us and we think, oh shit, I'm struggling, I'm failing at this, I'm failing at that, and we've picked up on energies. And when we pick up on certain vibrations, resonant vibrations similar come in. Okay, so very important for you to clear your space at the moment, to clear your home. Okay, I don't know what knowledge you have, but what I can is what's this time? is I do a series of short videos on my YouTube channel. Okay, this is one for home clearing, home defense. Just get on top of it at the moment. Okay, and there's a whole playlist of instructional videos that just go for 5 minutes each on all sorts of spiritual stuff. There's a playlist on the Intuitive Focus channel under playlists. Get on top of that and have a look at that. But at the moment, look, it's about cleaning up your space, making plans, getting on top of things that you can do. Okay. But I'm getting self-judgment. Okay, you do when things don't go the way that they should, or you make the wrong call. Don't beat up on yourself, because when we beat up on ourselves, it's like instead of looking at what we can do to fix something or can do to change, we beat up on ourselves and put all our energy into judgment. And then we get nothing done, and we go, "Well, I've punished myself, so that was." Yeah, don't punish yourself. There's no point creating that negative energy, that judgment on yourself. It's about you getting past that and making plans and going, okay, what can I do? I got to hold my space. So this is you taking it, and this is all about you changing things up, breaking up a few routines at the moment. But this is about you going, okay, look, I got to implement positive steps. Let's focus not on the negative, where I went wrong or I struggled with. Let's focus on what I can do. Let's focus on what I can do with a positive. Because everything that happens around us, we can go, woe is me, that sucks, I'm not where I want to be, or I wish things were better. We can wish and do all that, or we can go, we can take the high road and go, okay, what can I do? What can I do? We can focus on what we can do. And that's the biggest problem with a lot of us, is we get caught up in stuff. Karen, we get caught up in stuff, and then we're like, oh, this sucks, and that sucks. When's that going to go away? When we can come into acceptance of everything, we can go, okay, yeah, it is what it is. What can I do from where I am at the moment? So you've been asked to take the higher ground. Okay, this means feeding the positive, holding the positive space. This will be talking about centered, balancing, and all that. But at the moment, there's too much smack talk from you about you, cutting yourself down. Get rid of that. Okay, because the last thing we want to do is be like a self-fulfilling prophecy of negativity. Okay, because it's like, there's things that you can do, but you know what happens is we live in our minds, because when we can live in our mind, we can sit in a place of, how I can change, how I could be, which is easier than doing the changes that we need to do right now to be us. Because your middle main card is the Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. Okay, this is about getting a game plan. This is about you doing what you can do for yourself. Okay, it comes from another. Well, you're taking it on board. But how much, if this is coming inverted, how much it comes from another, but this is planting seeds in your thought forms. Well, perfect. Awesome. Thank you, universe. Going to court. Putting up with someone else's crap. That's beautiful. Why? Because it's catalyst. We want change. This is catalyst. Okay? You need to get on top of things. What can you do from your perspective? And you're going to be positive about this. Okay? They're just doing their stuff because it's their experience, their projection. Okay. But it just feels like there's some second guessing. You're second guessing yourself. Okay. Time to bring out the guns. Time to play your cards. Okay, this is catalyst. This is catalyst for you. This is catalyst for your mind. This is how we change. People want the external to be all good, but at the moment, Karen, you've got the internal. You got the internal getting shaped up because this is the catalyst that we need because it's about going within. It's game on. It's battle on. How things in court going to turn out? Don't care. It's knowing that sort of information will just switch you off. But going within and creating what you can do within yourself and holding that light, this is a catalyst for you to grow. This is growth, a catalyst. This is a growth catalyst happening for you. Okay? This is a big picture. It's putting your energy out of whack. Okay, it's caught you in cycles, pasms. Okay, look, there's wisdom and there's knowledge that you've got that you need to implement and put into your planning. Okay? But the first thing you've got to do is you've got to center your energy and center your focus. This is give up. Don't give up. Give up. It's not about that. That's external. It's about the internal you, Karen. This is about bringing yourself into balance. This is about getting yourself right, using whatever this is as a catalyst to grow. Because this is a cycle it's got you moving around. It's got you going in, going out. Because your main card is the mountain. Stand your ground. Okay? It's saying fine. Stand your ground, but at the same time, it's saying be the light. And we can't be the light if we're out of balance. So bring everything into balance, home clearing, all that, and be present. When your kids are there, don't be worrying about that situation. Be present in the moment, focusing on the kids. Okay, this is a game plan in your mind. You've got to get the mind in check. Okay, otherwise it'll run the show. When it runs the show, we're in the past, we're in the future. And some things, we got stuff that happened in the past and we're still carrying that with us. That's okay. But if it's occupying your mind 24/7, then there's a problem that only you can change. Sometimes these things will go on and on and on till we realize that and make peace because they're a catalyst to the way we create our reality. Okay? So come into acceptance, get a game plan on, use your wisdom. Okay? But there's a cycle that you're stuck in that you need to be looking at. And that's for you to find out. That's for you to realize about yourself because it's know thyself. That's what he said to Master say. All the wise men say, know thyself. Jesus said it. Pretty sure Buddha did, although I haven't met them. But I've been told they said it. Okay, because there's things that need to be shifted. There's someone around you that's just telling you what you want to hear at the moment. And then we play the blame game. Get out of the blame game. Because this will only set us into chasing gratification in areas. We get so caught up in stuff, and then we just like I need chocolate, I need this, I need Netflix. And we do it to ourselves. But just be aware, there's someone they're trying to give you the right information, but it's stacked towards them, not your best interests. It's not malice or anything. It's just, it is what it is. Okay, but there's stuff that you need to see. There's stuff that you need to know, or what's going on around you at the moment that you're shutting out. And you need, and you can center yourself, come along, hold that positive space. You're going to fail to see it for what it is. Okay? Because there's someone, it just feels like there's a man around you bringing in promises. And he'll do his best. But I wouldn't hold it. I wouldn't latch on to that if I was you at the moment. The scene, as soon as you can bring yourself into balance and become present and start to see the patterns, it's just perspective at the moment. It's about opening up, coming out of judgment, getting out of the blame game for you, and open so you can seeing things for what they are. Then we can see the whole scenario. And when we're in self-judgment, we're biased. And then what that does is that stops us from seeing perspectives. And when we see perspectives, there's so much stuff that you want to know. And it's just the vantage point that you're looking from. It's obscured. So it's center, 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 positive, positive, positive. Get out of judgment, get out of judgment, get out of judgment. That's what I've got for you at the moment. And get out of self-judgment. Get out of judgment on others. People make their own shit. They make their own bed. But at the moment, make your own choices, because you don't want someone else making your bed. Okay. Your happy card is surrender to spirit. Once you've done everything, you can do to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work the magic through you. Surrender to spirit. I hope this assisted you.
I'd like you to do right this moment is, this is more for you, but if you'd like to type, that's fine. What is happening right now? Another question for you, I'll start off. What is happening right now? Now, if you choose to respond, that's good. If you don't, that's fine. But just be aware of what is actually happening now. To acknowledge certain things and to say things differently. We start working with acknowledging certain things and to acknowledge whether what the experience is and what the experiencer is. If we can start working with acknowledging that aspect of it, so that there's an experiencer and there's the experience. Now, what experience are you having right this moment? Because we can only actually have an experience right this moment, and that experience that we're going to have is going to be based on what one is thinking of. What is happening right this moment? What is your focus? What are you thinking of? Why are you thinking of it right now? How is it assisting you right now? What can you do about what is occurring, what you're thinking of right now? You know, for myself, all I'm getting is that you are so much into your story that that story is dictating your reality. Um, you have a story, and that's it. And that story itself has created what you present yourself as. Um, Brooke has mentioned much to do for yourself, and that assists you to bring yourself to centering yourself, grounding yourself, being present, and so forth. But it doesn't feel that that's where you want to go. Your focus is very strongly into your story itself, and aiming to say what the results of the story is going to be, and that's where that what I keep picking up on. Um, it will be what it's going to be when it is. It's not right this moment. And again, what we work with is pulling one out of their story to acknowledge the story. And well, do you want the story to dictate who you are? Do you want the story to control your reality? Is that the life that you're looking for, that story itself to have control over who you are? Can you stand back and see yourself separate from that story? Can you see a world without that story? Maybe it's time to start focusing on the world without that story that is in the past. Yeah, it can be on the side that you need to deal with. But what about a story that has got nothing to do with the past and what is happening on the side, which is not happening right now? Where's Karen's real story? Where's Karen's focus? What's the possibilities for Karen? Manifest at the moon, yeah. Manifest. What is Karen actually? Who is Karen? Is Karen her story? Or is Karen somebody? Because all I get is yes, there is confusement. Yes, there is the future you want to see unfold. Yes, there is this. Um, there is this very strong ego within you that wants to be proven right for situations that have occurred. Your ego is very strong because that's your story. Your story is so strong. Um, that's your ego, maternal self. That's the ego. Whatever you want to call it, whatever excuse, whatever stories you want. So that's the story that you have. I'm not saying the story is not real. I'm not saying that's not happening, but that's the story that you're holding on to. That story is creating um, who you are. Who are you? You know, put that story aside. The story's finished, for example. Who are you? You know, where is your center? Where is that person that you are that is not based on that story? Because if that's all there is, that's all there is. That story is going to dictate to your reality afterwards. Um, that's not happening right this moment. So the only thing that is happening right this moment is that I'm speaking to you, you're listening, you're here on the show. The rest of it's not happening. So, you know, where is Karen without the story? Who is Karen without the story? Because that's where your reality is. The rest of it is, well, the story is going to unfold as the story unfolds. What you can think of up to this moment, well, that's what's happened. What's going to happen? The possibilities are endless to what could happen. I haven't asked anybody to give up anything. I haven't asked anybody. I haven't asked you to give up anything. I've just said to you, who are you without your story? And all you've done is given me your story so far. I'm not saying it's not happening. I'm saying right this moment it's not though. Unless you're there in court and you're fighting over it right this moment, it's not actually happening. That's in your mind. Right now, who is Karen without the story? No, that's see again. You know, you're stating you're something. That is a title. It's a title you've placed on yourself. Before you were a mother, you were somebody else. You know, I can go to a whole lot to what you stated here. That's still part of the story. Again, you know, I said this from the beginning. You are very strongly into your story. That is dictating who you are. And all I've asked is, who are you without the story? What is it? Who is Karen when this story is finished? Do you focus on that aspect of it? Brooke mentioned about being centered. You know, again, being centered is acknowledging that one is out of one's mind. One is not thinking of what has happened. One is accepting this moment for what it is. It's a story. It's not happening right now. It's in your mind. It's past tense. It's something you're holding on to. What you call reality, I call a story. It's a story that you have associated with.
It's all real.
That's when I speak about, the story. That's what you focus on. That's where you are. It's not happening right this moment. It's only happening in your mind, though. You're not in court right this moment. Very stuff it is. So your stories are. Karen, all I've asked is, who are you without that story? That's it.
Know thyself.
To see Karen for yourself without the associations of a story.
That's where the light is.
That's all I have to offer you, Karen. Like I said, I can go. The depth of what I'm speaking of. You start with your chakras, as Brooke mentioned, and he did mention the bottom three chakras, keeping yourself present. And I'd work with that before I go any further.
Because we get trapped in the prison of the mind. We get trapped in our thoughts. And then we create more and more and more. It doesn't mean we don't have to deal with it. We have to deal with everything. But at the end of the day, we have to strip back and know ourselves. I mean, what do all the Ascended Masters say? They all say, you want to fix the world? Start by fixing yourself. Start by creating that peace within yourself. Okay? Otherwise, just we go to tarot readers and go, we stay living in fear, we stay living in circumstance, we deal with everything. We're not pushing that out. But then we just go, okay, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? I want to know what's going to happen next. I want to know what's going to happen next. And we stay in our mind. And we never find ourselves. It's a long journey. Yeah, of course you're a good person.
This is where I will disagree. I'm not saying you're not a good person, but I'll disagree. None of it is my doing. I'll say that you're part of what is occurring as well. It is. Be responsible. Take responsibility for your part in a story. If it's none of it, you can walk away. None of it is your doing. Well, walk away from it. You see, but you know your story. I'm not working with your story at this moment. I'm not focusing on that story. I'm not saying it's not occurring. If you work on what we are speaking of at this moment, and it's about you, you can say as much as you want. You're not me. So if you're going to associate to a word, well, that's what you're doing. Who is it that is associating? If you want me to take you down a rabbit hole, I could get you there very easily, but I'm not going to do that because you've got a lot on your plate at this moment. You can state to that as much as you want. That's the story that you're telling yourself at this moment, and that's what I speak about. There is a story that we associate with, and there is that which is associating to that story. There's the experience, which is the story, and there's the experiencer. Which one are you? Well, again, that's judging. There's a story occurring. It's exactly what it's supposed to be. Um, now, if you came in earlier and you listened to what we were saying, this is acceptance. Accepting a situation for what it is. What was wrong about it? What was right about it? Well, that's what it was. That's the story. What did you learn from it? How's it assisted you? Did you grow from this? If you're going to focus on the negative aspect of it, what was the positive out of it? Can you look at the positive part of what you've just stated? We're all in a reality of our own creation. This is where we take responsibility for our own actions. I'm responsible for what I'm saying and what I do. Be responsible for your part in life because you are part of this reality. If you are in a reality that is not yours, what is your reality? Because that's what I originally asked you. Who is Karen without this story?
It's not, Karen, it's not about blaming yourself or blaming the other person. It's about going, okay, what is happened? What can I do? Is there anything that I can do? Is there anything that I can change within myself? Okay. Sometimes we stay in bed, we're in a relationship and we ignore the red flags because we want to be in a relationship and we want to have someone. And then sometimes we're just picky about the next person that we pick, It's just life. There's no blame. But when we start going within and looking at ourselves and the choices that we've made and how that's effective, we don't play the blame game and say, I fucked up. We go, okay, how can I make the better choice next time it comes up? It's about knowing the self, knowing our patterns, our routines, why we do things. No, you don't have to. It's about, the whole thing is about knowing oneself. Okay, it's not about. Okay, to grow within. That's all. There's no blame in the circumstances. Circumstances are just what happens.
Karen, I'm going to leave you with this. I'm going to ask you this question. When you go to bed of an evening, do you think about when you woke up in the morning? I'll leave you with that.
Thank you, Karen. Good luck. Be positive. Do what you can do.
As long as you know. Thank you, Karen.
Okay. Banners. That's an old banner.
That's it.
Wow. Internet connection disruptions.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting here as well.
And I'm starting to get extremely hungry.
No, I haven't given you anything. You say no one can give you anything. You're thinking. You're holding on to the past. Good night, Loretta.
Uh,
Oh, wait. Who's still here?
We've still got plenty of people here. Yeah. It's not easy, Karen. But at the end of the day, we signed up for all this. It's not easy. Okay, who we got, people? I haven't done it in a while. I haven't done it in yonks. Runouts.
Runouts.
You want to do runouts?
Hey, you do the runouts. So every time we do a runout, if I feel like I'm going to say something, I'll say it.
Okay, if you had not had a run out reading and you would like one, please, if you haven't had a reading today, put a 1 in the comment section and I will give you a short run out reading. Okay, a quick 3 carders. Only if you have not had a reading yet.
If you exactly.
Just put a 1 in the comment section. Just once. The number 1. Oh, Cindy's even done down the bottom. Run out readings. Put a 1 once in the comments for a run out reading.
There you go. Thank you, Miss Bunjanale.
Oh, no run outs. No one's reading.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'll just sit back and relax.
Okay. I'm going to light a cigarette and we'll see how we go. Otherwise, at the end of this, or even before this, or by the time I like this, we can say goodbye.
I don't know. It's pretty quiet. I only got 5.
Okay, peeps. Charles.
Are we calling it?
Old.
Okay. See you, everyone. Have a good one.
Wait.
Wait.
52, 54, 58. Now.
Oh, I'm not ready now. Wait a sec.
Come on. 3 seconds after. 5,